limits. You guys have to really, like I said, get out of your comfort zone and really just sort of see past the limitations that you set for yourself. Hey Leos, welcome to Peace House Gems. And if this is your first time here, then my name is Tisha and I'm the owner of Peace House Gems, a holistic wellness and lifestyle company providing tangible self-care and spiritual gems on your path of self-discovery. Now, for those of you that are subscribed to my channel, you know I just started my YouTube 3 months ago, so in the month of August, and last month for the month of October, I did not upload any readings. And that's simply due to the fact that there was a lot going on personally, but also spiritually / astrologically, however you want to say it. We were in Mercury Retrograde for a period of 3 weeks, and I was definitely feeling the energy strong. So for those of you that don't know, Mercury Retrograde is a period of 3 weeks where the planet appears to be going in the reverse direction. And the way that affects us on Earth, since Mercury is a planet of communication, it's known to mess with technology. So, you know, certain things, your phones, things can start glitching. It's also known to be a period of taking time to reflect on your past or the way things are going or things from the past. It's also a time to revisit things from the past as well. Also, people from the past are also known to come up during this time. And like I said, I was definitely feeling the energy strongly this month, so I really just needed to take a pause. So for those of you that are subscribed and stuck around, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for staying here. And yeah, I just wanted to make sure I said that. So Leos, I want to get right into the messages for you because it looks like it's going to be a good one. So subscribe to my channel if you are not already. I'll be cranking out more content pertaining to self-care and spirituality. So not just tarot readings. I'll also be showing my face in future videos. So if you have any topics or anything that you want to know or would like for me to talk about pertaining to those 2 areas, then leave it down in the comment section below. So whether it's how to start a spiritual journey or how to work with crystals, you can leave all of that down below. I'll also be covering topics pertaining to self-discovery as well. I know that's kind of like one of those not gray area topics, but it seems so vague. It's like, huh, what? But anything that's pertaining to self-awareness and just the journey of self essentially is what I will be covering. So with that said, let's jump right into the messages for you. Okay, Leo. So you guys, as the overall energy, have the Queen of Cups. So I feel like some of you at this time need to turn inwards and listen to your intuition, pay attention to your feelings, and just pay attention to the things that are coming up for you at this time and go with the flow or go in the direction of your emotions. You know, the Queen of Cups is a very feminine energy. So like I said, she tends to rely more on her intuition than, let's say, facts, you know, and at this time, I think that you guys are called to do so because you have the Breathe card. So with the Breathe card, this is actually the advice deck. I'm going to pull an advice message at the end of the reading, so stay tuned for that. With the Breathe card, it says, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. So I feel like you guys need to sort of pay attention to your emotions, pay attention to your feelings at this time, because there's things that you need to heal. There's things that you need to release. There's things that you need to let go of. So at the beginning of the month of November, even though Mercury retrograde is over, we're out of Mercury retrograde on the 3rd. There's still a shadow period of Mercury retrograde until the 13th. So this energy that I'm feeling is very much lingering Mercury retrograde energy. So just take the time that you need to, like I said, reflect, to go within, to pay attention to your emotions, pay attention to your feelings, and kind of see what's coming up. Because the first card that you guys have out for the month is the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is an energy about reflecting. It's about sort of making projections for the future, making plans for the future, and really just figuring out what the possibilities are, figuring out which direction you would like to maneuver in. As you can see, he's standing there and he's looking outwards and he's holding the world in his hand. So it's kind of like figuring out where you want to be in the world, what you want your surroundings to look like, just where you want to go, just basically making or projecting plans for the future. So in order for you guys to do this successfully and do this genuinely in the way that you will get exactly what you want, it's important for you guys to do this inner work so that you guys can be clear and you're not making decisions from a place of old patterns, basically. So from a place of hurt or from a place of pain, if that makes any sense. What I mean by that is, I'll give you an example. So let's just say that, I don't know, let's just say that, you were in a relationship. This can be pertaining to anything because it's general, but this is an example. So let's just say that you were in a relationship with someone and that person cheated on you. And so you get out of that relationship and, you try to get into another relationship, but in your mind, you think, is this person going to cheat on me because of what the previous person did? So it's kind of that energy. It's like you want to really make sure that you cleanse yourself from any old patterns or just any thought forms that might be hindering you and affecting your decision, because you don't want those things to affect your planning. You don't want those things to affect your course of action. And a lot of times when things happen to us, we tend to make decisions out of comfort and familiarity. And what the Two of Wands is telling you is there's possibilities. Wands, I like to see wands as like the possibility, because on the staff, I don't know if you guys can see it, but on the staff, there's like little green sprouts growing out it. So it represents potential for growth. And like I said, possibilities. So you don't want to limit or hinder yourself because of things that may have happened to you in the past, or because you weren't successful once in this one area or during this one thing. You don't want that to now be the standard or the, sort of the prerequisite for now how you move forward. So what this Hermit card represents, if I didn't say it yet, is introspection, that point of going deep within, going into the darkness and reflecting. We are also in November, in the sign of Scorpio, and Scorpio represents transformation. Scorpio represents change. And so you are being asked and invited to call on and use the energy at this time of Scorpio to dig deep within yourself and figure out, what things you need to release, what things you need to heal from, so that it's not stopping you from making the decisions that you want, in your life, basically, that will ultimately make you happy and get you where you want to be. And that's why the Judgment card is here, because like I said, you guys are going to have to make some tough decisions. I feel like you guys, there's a lot that's going to come up within yourself that you're going to see. And as tough as it is sometimes, like I said, we like to stay in comfort because we feel safe there. But this energy isn't about feeling safe. And I'm going to show you guys this because at the bottom of the deck, underneath the Queen of Wands, you guys got the Emperor in the reverse. And the Emperor is like that father figure energy. He represents the stability and like safety, like that safety net and the safety net, sorry. And this is showing up in the reverse. So right now, it's not about a time of being safety. It's about a time of being open to exploration, open to the possibilities, and basically seeing one step beyond your fears, one step beyond your comfort zone, basically. With the with the Knight of Pentacles here. So the Knight of Pentacles represents basically a long journey, travel. You know, the Knight of Pentacles is he's a slow moving sign. He's one of the most slow moving knights in the tarot. But with him, he's consistent. He stays to the journey. He takes the time that's needed. He stays focused on his journey. And because of that, he is very successful. So while I do feel like it may be a long road ahead, especially since, like I said, you're in a planning phase. So this is the very beginning of figuring out, hey, what are the next things that I want to do in my life? I do feel like you can be very successful if you stay the course. What's important for you is that you usher in this change, that you bring in this change, and that you get rid of the old, get rid of the things that are blocking you, stopping you, and holding you back. The death energy, the death card is also Scorpio. And like I said, you're being called to use the energy of Scorpio to bring in this transformation, to bring in this huge change. And with the death card showing up in your energy, that means it's supporting you in doing this, that this is the work you need to do of releasing old hurt, releasing old pain. I'm going to get clarity for you guys so I can see exactly what it is that needs to be released. Can I have clarity on the death card for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Clarity on the death card. What is it that Leos need to release? Yeah, so you guys need to release old hurt and pain. It's exactly what I was saying with the Five of Cups energy in the reverse of, you see how in the card he's paying attention to the cups that are spilt over, and he fails to acknowledge the two cups that he has standing. So the fact that it's in reverse, this is telling me that you guys need to release the past, release the old things, release what is no longer there, and focus on what it is that you have so you can start to move forward and start to figure out what you want to do with these cups and how you want to move forward on what it is that you do have. Yes. See, the Seven of Pentacles, you guys are in heavy, like, man, you guys are really like digging deep, going deep within, you know. Yeah, literally. He has the, what is that that's in his hand? I forgot what you call that. Whatever it is that you use to dig. It doesn't look like a shovel, actually. It's another tool, but I'm just going to say it's a shovel. So it's like I said, you guys are really digging in deep to figure out. The Seven of Pentacles is about figuring out what it is that you want to do. You know, looking at basically your past, like past things that you have planted, past endeavors that you have taken, past routes that you have traveled in, and kind of figuring out, like, what does all of this mean? Like putting it together and figuring out, okay, you know, when I did that, I liked this, but I didn't like that. When I did this, I didn't really like that. When I did that, you know, so it's really a point of, like I said, really evaluating and reflecting on past endeavors and going deep within to figure out, like, okay, what do I want to do next? With Pentacles, it can definitely be about work, finances, money, career. And also you guys have Wands energy as well. So it can also just be in Pentacles. You guys have a lot of Pentacles and Wands. So this can definitely be pertaining to, like I said, career, work, finances. Wands is about creative, you know, creative energy. So I feel like it's pertaining to that area. And just to be honest, like your life in general. With the Ten of Cups being in the reverse, you guys have so much releasing energy. It's like, wow, you guys are going through like this great release, I feel like, where you're really clearing out. You really have the potential right now to clear out a lot of old baggage, like a lot of old energy. You know, with the Ten of Cups in the reverse, this is pertaining more so to relationships and love. But again, this is a general reading, so it doesn't necessarily have to be that. But I just feel like any sort of areas that you were unsuccessful, that you didn't get the outcome that you wanted, you have the potential now to cleanse out that energy so that you can bring in the new, bring in what it is that you want, and release the I don't want to say the unsuccess, basically, but release the failure, you know? I mean, failure, I don't even like to use that word because it's not failure. As long as you learned something, it's not failure. So I'm going to say release your perceived failures and just create space to allow for more success and more possibility for success to come in, basically. I'm going to get clarity to see exactly what this Ten of Cups is about. Clarity on the Ten of Cups reverse. Oh, that came out quick. Yes. Okay. So you guys got the Devil in the reverse. It's great that it's showing up in the reverse. So the Devil is about, it's a lot. It could be about a lot. It could be about, this can be pertaining to a toxic individual. It could be yourself, like toxic traits, negative traits that you may have had that you've, placed on yourself. Yeah, that's all I'm getting right now is like negative traits, toxic traits. It could be toxic people, but either way, like I said, this energy was keeping you stuck in your comfort zone, and it's time for you to now venture out of that. So it's like releasing, like I said, the unsuccess, the failures. It's like I said, it's like these negative perceptions that you've placed upon yourself. It's time to release those things, because what you have next is wishes fulfilled. So it's basically saying that you can be successful, like you can be happy, you can have the things that you want. Just because these things happen to you, like I said, if you learn something from it, it is not a failure. But you have to not hold grudges, if you will. Like you have to not hold grudges or hold ties, hold these negative emotions. You can't internalize everything, and that's, be careful also during this energy of Scorpio. Just make sure you use it for your good, because Scorpios are known to like internalize everything. You can't internalize everything. It's cool if you take it in because you want to process it and look at it and figure out, okay, how can I do better? How can I move forward? Okay, that's good. That's productive. But if you're just internalizing everything, beating yourself up, that is not good. So with the Nine of Cups is basically saying that you can be happy. You can have everything that you want. But first, you have to choose. You have to make the decision to clear out the old, clear out what wasn't working for you, clear out the negative thoughts, clear out the negativity that you have in your mind that's making you believe that, you're unsuccessful, or like you can't have what it is that you want. And speaking of the mind, you have the Ace of Swords. So like I said, you guys need to gain new insight and new perception about your circumstance. Don't look at it, it's all about how you look at it. Some people look at it as a cup half full. Some people look at it as a cup half empty. Perception is everything. So just choose to see that, listen, everything happened for a reason. And yeah, like it doesn't mean that this broke me. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to get what I want. It doesn't mean that that's what I deserve, or I have to settle for this place. Settle for this place. You guys have to really, like I said, get out of your comfort zone and really just sort of see past the limitations that you set for yourself. So you guys got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So the Knight of Cups basically represents, it can represent like an offer. This can represent like an offer for someone. The Knight of Cups is also known to be very like caring and considerate in terms of the way that he moves through life, or the way that he moves through his journey. He does it in a very caring and a very nurturing way. And what I'm getting is this is the energy that you guys need to embrace. Well, it's in the reverse, but I'm saying turn this upright, basically. So with the Knight of Cups being in the reverse, I just feel like you guys need to be a lot more nurturing to yourself. Remember that you got the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you guys need to be a lot more nurturing to yourself. And basically, like I said, don't beat yourself up about the past, basically. Don't beat yourself up about what didn't happen or what didn't work out, with this cup being turned over. Don't cry over spilt milk, basically. So kind of like the Five of Cups energy, don't cry over spilt milk. Just focus on what it is that you have and where it is that you're going. I'm going to get clarity on this as well. So I'm trying to do a time check. Okay. Clarity on the Knight of Cups. Clarity on the Knight of Cups reverse for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. You guys have, like I said, the Moon reverse, because you guys need to embrace a a new perception. You guys need to have a new outlook on life. The moon is about illusions, but with it being in the reverse, I do see that you have the clarity coming in. But like I said, it was clarifying the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So I feel like you guys need to just be more kind, gentle, and loving to yourself, because it's not always what it seems, you know? It's like, since we are ourselves and since we are in our own bodies and minds, we can tend to be a lot harsher on ourselves than someone else. You know, your friend or your family member might look at your situation and be like, hey, it's not that bad. Like, everything is okay. But for you, because it's you and you live in your mind all day, you're constantly processing all of these different thoughts over and over again. And it's like you're beating yourself down when you really don't have to. With the Chariot card is all about having determination and willpower. So this is basically like fight. What I'm getting with this card is fight. You have to fight for what it is that you want. You know, nothing good comes easy. You know, it requires something. It requires work on your part. And I think that whatever it is that you want to come in, you just kind of have to know that it's coming in for you. You know, you guys really need to have a lot more confidence in yourself and know that whatever you want, you can have, and that whatever happened was also a part of your journey. It doesn't have to be this, you know, like I said, this negative pain or this like totally negative perceived things. Everything happens for a reason. It's your job to find the lesson in it and what you can learn from it so you can apply it to your situation and get more of what you want out of life. Wow, you guys are ending the month with the Tower card. So this is great change. You guys have some big changes coming in. I just see so much releasing and almost like a pouring out. It's like whatever you guys, like, regardless of whether you consciously do it or not, it's coming, you know? So you might as well start working on releasing the things that no longer serve you. Just forgiving. You know, I feel like a lot of you guys need forgiveness. Just forgive, let the past be the past, and just create more space and create more room to attract more of the things that you want. That's what I'm getting. Okay, Leos. So I'm going to pull an advice message for you guys. What messages do you have for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Okay. And I'm also going to pull an activation card for you guys because I was guided to use this deck. This is to basically help with self-awareness. And at the bottom of the deck, you guys got the crown chakra, and it says the frequency of the crown chakra, the violet flower of life, supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. Because like I said, you guys need to learn how to, you know, find the lesson in your situation, use that negativity and transmute it into light. Like, use it to fuel you forward, basically. So can I have an activation message for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Activation message for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay, I'm going to read it in a second, but you guys have communication and beloved one. Okay, for beloved one, it says, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. So for some of you guys, this is, like I said, pertaining to a relationship where, like I said, they're literally your spirit guides, your ancestors, the universe, God, whoever it is that you believe in is helping you to heal yourself and basically raise yourself up, raise your vibration, raise your energy, raise your frequency so that you can bring in the love that you want. So anything that's coming up for you right now, spirit is in this right there working with you. You just kind of have to have faith along the journey until, you know, you get what it is that you want. Nothing bad lasts forever, you know? So kind of just go with it, go through it, basically. The only way How do they say it? The only way to the other side is through it. Whatever that saying is, you guys know. And then communication. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. Because like I said, you know, you guys are more so relying on your feminine aspects with the Queen of Cups energy. You're more tuned into your feelings, or it's better for you to be more tuned into your feelings and tap into your emotions, and really to gain a connection with your heart so that you can effectively communicate and speak the things that you want. Your heart, your feelings, your emotions will dictate to you what it is that you truly want, what it is that will truly make you happy, so you can move in that direction. But before you can do that, you have to sit with yourself, introspect, reflect, listen to yourself to figure out what it is that you want, Leo. So that is all of the messages that I have for you in the month of November. I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it does, please like this video, leave me a comment down below and let me know how this is showing up for you in the month of November, and subscribe to my channel for more. That is all I have for you today, Leo. So I will see you in my next video. Take care.